Well, good morning. It's great to see a vibrant, lively crowd about 8:15 on Tuesday morning. And like Jerry, I would like to welcome you to the 35th version of CS Week. And as Jerry said, got a chance to really get to know Jerry and the rest of the team back in 2000. And I've been actively involved with this group since about 2004 when I came back to Duke Power. Just a little bit about the size of what this group is all about. Statistically, we have about 1,250 folks who have registered and will be attending the event this week. That's a pretty phenomenal number. I think it's up by about 75 to 100 over last year. We have about 203 utilities represented. We have about 70 folks, 68 to 70 folks from the Canadian province, and we also have 13 international countries represented here. So I think that's pretty phenomenal. And as I go through a couple of my opening remarks, hopefully you'll see here's the reason why we draw this type of crowd to this particular event. As I said, I've been actively involved with the organization since about 2004. I've been involved with the planning committee, the advisory panels, served on the board, and have the honor and the privilege of being the chair this year. In my 30 years in the utility industry, I guess I'm kind of showing my age and my tenure a little bit here. I would have to say that this event, by and large, far exceeds any of the other events that I've either attended, whether it's to get content, to present, or to speak. And why is that? This event in and of itself probably does the best job of anything in the industry, particularly in the customer services business, of staying on top of very relevant content. The planning committee, the board, the networks that we create with a lot of you helps us understand what are the issues, what are the topics that you're most interested in. And if you think about the 1,250 number I mentioned a little bit earlier, that tells you that we really have some value to offer at the end of the day. The thing that I value the most probably is the networking and collaboration that I personally get out of this. There's nothing like commiserating or learning from others around you and find out that we're all basically in the same spot. We're dealing with a lot of the same issues. Might be a little bit different based on the service area that you're in, the state that you're in, the jurisdiction you're in, but it's very common. We're all fighting the same issues, so why can't we learn and grow with one another through lessons learned and best practices? I truly believe the value that this event delivers far exceeds the cost that you pay to come. We've done a fantastic job as an entity to keep the cost of this conference very, very reasonable for you, whether it's registration cost, whether it's the hotel stays. We've got all-inclusive meals, a nice enclosed area that you can work in. So I truly believe the value far exceeds the cost that we get. And Jerry's already said this, last but not least, the real reason I like this place is he throws one hell of a party on Wednesday night, okay? And I'm sure you will have a great time. Our industry is going through just unbelievable change. I was talking with some folks at lunch yesterday at the Executive Summit, and we were talking about this industry. A lot of people outside think it's a very, very boring and dull industry, but it is a highly complex industry. Flip the light switch on, power flows, render a bill, and that's all we do, right? And hopefully our customers pay us every now and then. But if you really think about it, the change that we're going through is just unbelievable, whether you're in the water business, the gas business, or the electric business at the end of the day. I don't know about you, but one of the reasons I really enjoy working for a utility is there's diversity, there's change, and there's complexity. And where there's complexity, there is opportunity, and I dare say there's a one of you in the room that doesn't like a good opportunity to tackle. So I want to leave you with about 3 things to consider and put a challenge out in front of you for the next 2.5 days. Reach out and try to meet at least 3 folks that you don't know and establish a mechanism whereby you can stay in touch with those 3 folks after you leave this conference. I have found that the relationships, again, that we build here and the networks that we carry on long after the event will pay dividends, and I guarantee you those 3 folks that you will meet will connect you with probably 3 to 4 others, and it will be invaluable to you at the end of the day. Attend at least 2 workshops that has nothing to do with the discipline or function that you're responsible for in the customer services business. One of the things that I have a passion for, and the folks in my organization hear me say this a lot, is you're more valuable to yourself and to the company if you learn something out of your immediate area of expertise. So step out, get that knowledge, and I guarantee you'll be more valuable to your current function as well as wherever your next opportunity is in the company you come from. And last but not least, please reach out to the following folks and give them a big thank you this week. Folks on our planning committee, folks as a member of Jerry's team, the CS Week group. Without them, we could not have gotten to where we are. Also, really thank the sponsors. Jerry's already mentioned a number of them. If you see them, please thank them, because without their financial support, much of this could not be possible. And last but not least, whoever sponsored you to come to this event, thank them. Right now, this business, as I said, is going through a lot of change. Costs are very tight for the utility right now, and it makes it extremely difficult to make a decision about where your money goes. But go back and thank the folks in your company for allowing you to attend this event. So real quickly, I'd like to talk about the folks that are on our planning committee. So if you kind of hold your applause here for a minute, I'd like to run through those. From Anchorage Water and Waste Utility, John McElveen. Arizona Public Service, Bill Dow. Austin Energy, Carrie Overton. Benton County PUD number 1, Chris Johnson. City of Dallas, Eva Liggins. City of Saskatoon, Kira Tarasoff. Connecticut Light and Power, Jessica Kane. From our CS Week office, Jerry Duvall, Rod Lidke, Roger Bond, and John Seald. Dallas Water Utilities, Janet Grabinski. From Duke Energy, Diane Simpson and myself. Florida Power and Light, Andrea Pelt. Greenville Utility Commission, Becky Pope. Kansas City Power and Light, Lois Stark. Las Vegas Valley Water District, Elisa Mann. Miami-Dade Water and Sewer Department, William Ross. Instar, Penny McLean Connor and Jackie Kerwin. Southern Marin Electric Co-op, Joe Trinacosta. Tacoma Public Utilities, Sue Dalton. We Energies, Tim Lang. And XL Energy Inc., Marianne Martinez. Please give them a round of applause. Now, the next slide, please. What we're really here about for the utility employees is to have an opportunity to win the car on Thursday morning at 11 a.m. When each of the utility folks registered, got your registration package, you should have a card in there that enables you to register to win the 2012 Mitsubishi Eclipse. So what you need to do is get that card, fill it out, go by the CS Week booth 624, I believe, and get it stamped and turn in. And you must be present to win here on Thursday morning. Next slide, please. I won't go through and read all these, but these are the sponsors that enabled us to give away this great car. And again, all utility employees are eligible to win this, and we will do this just before our closing session. Immediately following our closing session on Thursday morning at 11 a.m., the biggest game changers in customer service.